What's up, YouTube fam? I'm Jay.
And I'm Destiny.
And we're back with Black Fire. And today, we're finally getting into
the season fucking finale, y'all.
It's so sad.
It's over. What we gonna do now? Like, please suggest us new shows because after this, I don't have a life.
Right. We need something to do.
Please just let us know, man. So we about to get right into it.
And if you haven't watched the recaps for the other shows, make sure you go back to our channel playlist and watch those first, and then come back here so you can be all caught up.
Yep, because there will be spoiler alerts.
Yeah.
Alright, so it starts off at the previous episode. The gang goes back in time to get the book of names from Atticus' mom to save Dee from the curse. So now they're preparing to free Dee from the curse, and Atticus, he opens the book of names, and him and Letty faint. So he has a vision of being back at the Lovecraft mansion, and he finally hears what his ancestors have been trying to say to him. So she says the answer is in your blood, and she explains that she thought she was in hell, but it was really her own rage, and she learned to tame it so her future descendants can learn to use that power. So Letty is visited by Atticus' great-grandmother, and she says that Letty must protect the Book of Names. And Atticus is brought to what looks like Montrose's apartment, and he sees his mom, and he tells her that he doesn't want to die, but his mom says that that's his purpose in order to stop Christina.
Wow.
That was already a lot. And I think that was like the first 15 minutes of the episode.
Like, you know what's crazy? With other shows, I feel like that would have been a whole episode.
Honestly, that would have been a whole episode. They would have gone back and forth, probably gone back in time for some stupid ass reason. And it was okay, like Atticus never met his mom. Here's him as a little kid. And then they'll come back, and it's just like,
yep, that was your finale.
That was it. Like, no. I like the way they're explaining it, and I like the fact that Atticus finally got to see his mom again.
That was so cute.
It was so cute, but it was so sad because he started crying because he was like I understand I have to die, but I don't want to because I want to meet my son.
Right.
So that was a full circle moment for him, and I liked how Letty was able to see Atticus' grandma again, and she was like, "Yeah, you gotta take care of this book." And she was like, "Wait a minute, like this ain't Atticus' job." She's like, "No, this is your job."
Yeah, he's gonna die, so who else is gonna take care of the book? But I feel like it was like powerful within, I guess it was Atticus' like great grandmother.
Yeah, great grandmother.
For her to be like, this rage is controlling me, and it was burning me up all this time.
And she really thought she was in hell.
Yeah.
Like, it was fucking crazy. And she was just like, you know what? I'm gonna learn to use this power because this is my own power.
Ain't that crazy?
Was fucking crazy. I was like, that's badass.
Like, black people, our rage could be used for good, and we could turn that into something better, So
I think that would be a
that
great power moment. Yeah.
Right. They just snuck that in there. Like,
I know. Here we go.
Drop it on you. That's it.
I think it's still crazy how you learn more from a show than you do in a classroom. Like, it's so crazy, man.
So now Atticus, his mom, his grandmother, and Letty go to save Dee. And Atticus and Letty go to Artem to do Hannah's bonding spell that they learned when they were in the dream. Titus and Christina's magic together so then they could take the power from Christina.
Yep.
So during the spell, Titus and Hannah are summoned somehow, and Titus gets a way to try to warn Christina. So like a brief moment, he kind of just pops up, and he's like, "They have a book," and then they bring him right back.
This racist ass.
Right, he did say some messed up stuff, but we're gonna get to that after. So Atticus' mom and grandmother help him and Letty finish the spell so Atticus can get a piece of his flesh. They basically just carve it out of him.
Yep.
So then
that was a cool moment to see.
I would know.
I like this. So I was like, that's what your ass get.
Yeah. So then back at Hippola's apartment, Dee is frustrated that Hippolyta wasn't there for her, because of course she wasn't. And Hippolyta kind of tried to explain that she left so she could become a better person, but in actuality she became Aretha Blue, which is that was pretty cool. But she didn't even care. Like, Dee was like, but look at my arm. Like, I might be back, but my arm is dead. Right. So it was just like, I felt Dee.
I felt so bad for her because I thought like her whole body was gonna be healed, but her arm was just like,
that thing was dead.
Gone. I was like, this girl been through. Not only did she lose her best friend, she had a curse put on her. Was freaking what's that called? Haunted by these two Crumpin twins. So No, her arm
she just been
She's been through it. She missed her mom.
Man, and when she came back, I was just like, okay, I know that arm will be off. You gonna have to cut that arm off. Because it was like days of her just with the dead arm. But you know, okay, this is what I was kind of thinking. Why, if they could bring people back like they did Titus, why? Well, I guess that's not the bigger picture at the moment. But I felt like they could have brought back the police officer.
That's true, so he can completely take it off. But I don't know if her arm was still gonna be fixed though, because it's been a while she had that curse. So I'm like, I mean, at least she's back to normal, but that arm is gonna have to go.
Yeah,
like that's fucked up. And now Titus, punk ass bitch, gonna talk about why are you gonna summon me here? Like,
no, what did he say to Hannah? He was like,
you should be grateful.
Black. Like,
yeah, I was like, but you raped her. Like, what are you talking about in your right mind that you think that's okay?
I don't understand what was she supposed to be so grateful for?
Like, oh yeah, he raped me and gave me a baby. Like, I'm so happy. Then you tried to kill the baby. Wow, I'm so happy. What would she be happy about? I'm not understanding the logic. Like, I don't get it.
Right.
Then he tried to warn Christina and he couldn't.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
I was like, and when she ran to the tree, I was like, please let this bitch be dead. But she didn't. And I was like, fuck, I forgot. She had that invulnerability shit. I was like, fuck.
Right.
And then she's like, Ruby. I was like, oh my god, that bitch. Of course she in the car.
We get to that later.
The rest of the gang try and figure out how they can get a piece of Christina for the bonding spell. Then this bitch, Christina, tries to barge it in. I know, got it right the first time. Right. Barges in saying that if Atticus gives her the book of names, she'll leave him alone. But of course Atticus is like, no, I'm not about to give you the book of names. So Christina takes away Letty's invulnerability.
And that was like, you did.
Are you fucking serious? Yeah. So I knew she was doing that on purpose.
Right.
But anyways, next Atticus meets Gia and apologizes for being a dick.
Yeah, my girl Gia was bad.
And then Gia tells him that she went to a shaman and the shaman said that Atticus will die. And so at Letty and Ruby's mom's grave, Letty asked Ruby to get a piece of Christina's body for Hannah's bonding spell. But Ruby says no because she still feels like she's being used by her sister. So back at Hippolyta's apartment, Dee is looking at a newspaper that says an all-white jury acquitted Emmett Till's murderers, and of course she's upset.
And like, is that surprising?
Yeah, it's not. Of course, during that time, it's not surprising. During this time,
I was about to say, it
doesn't change. And then she sees a comic book slid under her door that Hippolyta had wrote. She tells her that she's going to help Dee be able to write again.
Yeah, she's gonna teach her how to draw.
I know. I was like, that's cute. Now let's talk about this bitch, Christina. So she had the fucking nerve to just barge in, like, can you give me the book of names? Like, what?
No, what got me was like when she tried to show like some type of like vulnerability. Like, it's not a generational thing. I just want to just be and like, what I don't understand about Christina. I'm like, girl, why is it that important to you? Like, I understand. Okay, wow, your dad never accepted you. You're a girl, blah blah blah. But of course, you know he was a dick because he was racist. Yeah. So it's like you already know like why. And then when she was just like, oh, this might not even work. Like, and if it doesn't work, I killed my last family member.
What I really don't like about Christina is like she's oblivious to racism. She's just like, oh, my family's full of racists and my ancestors were slave owner who raped women, but I don't really know.
No, but
I'm not too sure.
But that's just like now, like if you bring somebody up within racism, they're not gonna know any better. So it doesn't apply to her because she's white. So it doesn't even matter.
That's fucking
crazy. But it's just like the other stuff. Like, you know, I don't.
And it's just the audacity. She was like, I'll leave you alone if you give me the book. Like, bitch, you are lying. You are not going to leave that man alone.
This is your no matter whole life. You've been trying to be invulnerable.
So you could be, like, super immoral or some shit like that. Then got hella mad and was like, you know, I'm going to take away Letty's invulnerability. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know, though, because I think Christina is Gemini, because that's something I would do. I'll be like, all right.
It's okay, but it's like, why would you even give it to her in the fucking first place? But I knew that was a reason why she even gave it to her, to make it seem like, oh, we did a deal, and now of course I'm helping. I'm not racist.
Past that, I don't think she cared.
She don't.
Like I said, it don't apply to her.
Yeah, she don't care. I feel like she doesn't care about anything but herself. You know what she wants.
Yeah, but I will say she kind of tricked me at first though, because like when she did it, like when they had gotten into the accident, and she's like, Ruby, I was like, oh look, she does care.
No, I was like, this bitch lying. She stayed lying about everything.
But she did care though.
Kinda.
We'll get to that.
Kinda.
So then Ruby ends up sleeping with Christina as a woman. In order to get the blood to save her sister. And the whole gang, including Ruby, Dee, and Gia, head up to Arnhem to complete the spell. So they start basically putting symbols everywhere, where Letty ends up finding out that Ruby is actually Christina this whole time.
Crazy bitch.
And you know, for her to be Christina, she had to put her in a coma. So I was like,
yeah, I was like, that's fucked.
No. And it's crazy because it's like she just slept with you. So
yeah.
But Christina basically said that she caught Ruby trying to take the I guess like the potion that had her blood in it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that was crazy. I was like, damn, she got caught. I really was in my feelings about that. I was like
I was like so happy for them. I was like, oh, Ruby helping her sister, but I was like, the stuff that Ruby was doing, I was like,
really? You could tell that early?
Yeah, because it was like, because you know how Ruby doesn't really like her sister like that, because she's still very upset. So you can always feel the tension. So I was like, I don't know, like it seemed like
That's
a
true.
little too happy-go-lucky for me. So
That's true. She did give it to him. It's like, oh, let me. Usually, like Ruby
doesn't.
here.
She's like, here you go.
And walk away. Like, don't ask me nothing else.
That's it.
Okay, so let me see. Christina fights Letty and basically throws her out the window. And then Atticus sees Christina walking up with the book of names after he kind of got like put in the little contraption
thing,
yeah, by a bunch of like white villagers. That I don't know where they came from.
Amish. I was like, are
they might be Amish. I don't know for the time, but it was just kind of weird. It was just like all these people coming out the forest like that.
It was like, we've been living here. Like,
it's just the way they walked up on him. I didn't like
children of the corn type of shit.
I think I would have started like moving. Because you can't walk up.
No, hell no. And they was walking real slow. Like,
I didn't like that at all. It's like 30 of y'all. I gotta start swinging. So basically, Christina fights Letty and throws her out the window. Atticus sees her with the book of names, and Christina doesn't say anything, but Atticus pretty much knows that Letty died because he was asking, "Where's Letty? Where's Letty?" And she's just like, on her face, like, whatever.
Like, I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah, you know what happened. You even asking me. So now it jumps back, and Dee is basically being attacked by Christina's creatures while she's waiting in the car. Poor baby. They have to leave her in the car in the forest in the dark. Like, come on.
In the fucking forest. Like, y'all can leave her out. Why are you take her with you?
Okay, no. I feel like her mom was like, nah, I'm not leaving you no more.
Yeah.
You know?
But, like, at the same time, like, y'all know what y'all was doing. Like, just leave her at home. Like, y'all didn't have to bring her with you. She just gonna be in the car. Like,
but maybe they was figuring, like, Christina would try to do something. You know, if she knew she was at home or something. Yeah. So, I mean, I kind of got it. I was like, but just damn, she just
she keep going through it. Give her a break.
Right. And this is her first time seeing those creatures, by the way. So basically, so Atticus' creature comes, saves her, and then Letty comes back to life after she's pushed out the window by Christina, and she got her symbol back on her stomach to make her invulnerable, and basically runs to try to save Atticus. And I was like, this girl is pregnant.
And she doing the most. A full ass firework Christina / Ruby now.
With the morning sickness and everything.
Ruby low key KO'd her. I was like, God damn.
Like,
she doing all of this?
Pregnant.
All the energy she got. Damn.
What energy when you pregnant? But I know this is a show, but I'm just like, she is doing a lot. She got pushed out the window. Like, anyway, so Letty tries to complete the spell, but Atticus didn't actually drink Christina's blood, so it wasn't really working. So at that point, Gia like kind of went back in her memory, and she saw the shaman. The shaman was like, "You haven't met the darkness yet." So that Gia was like, "I know what to do." Since there's a big ass dark cloud, I'ma run up the stairs, and basically she combined herself with the darkness, and her 9 toes came out, but just out her eyes. Thank God. Just I thought
it was gonna come out of her vagina.
I thought it was gonna grab everybody, but just out of her eyes this time, and basically it grabbed Atticus and Christina and connected them, you know, like through her. So the spell would work. And unfortunately, it seems like Atticus dies at this point to protect the people that he loves, and takes Christina's immortality away. so now she can just
That
laugh
was my
and
favorite
stuff.
moment.
And I felt so good. And basically, after that, Dee sees Christina, and this is my favorite part.
Second favorite. No,
No,
first.
my very first
I
part.
can't even pick.
This is my favorite part because Dee sees Christina, and she takes out her robot arm that her mommy made for her.
Badass.
Which is cool because she looks like half Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
And then she grips Christina's throat and she just
Rip that shit.
squeeze.
Ow! Oh, like that's fucking crazy, man. And it's funny because it was crazy because Dee was like, y'all always asking for something. I was like, ooh, let her know.
No, Dee is like my type of person because it's like you cannot leave loose ends.
Hell no, she gotta go because that bitch could probably come back and be like, you thought I was dead? No.
And like she knows so much of magic, so who knows what the hell she could have done.
Yeah.
Even though he pretty much did bind her, you know, in the spell, whatever. But like I just don't trust her.
Hell
You
no,
gotta
no,
tie
she
up
gotta
loose
fucking
ends.
die,
But hey, what happened to them? Those people that came, the children of the corn.
Hey, they low key disappeared, yo. Like where?
I was thinking
low
that.
key, like they just like they dropped them off and then they left. It's like they just went back into the darkness. I was like, what the
They just
fuck?
back into the forest
Like I'm minding my business. You told me to deliver these people. Don't come near me or my family. Like this is it. Like
did they like time-wise? Did they actually disappear when a cloud broke out? Like there was this. I'm not ready for this.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Me
Like I just looked and they
neither.
were gone. I was like, okay.
Like I don't know.
I don't know what happened to them. I think they just went back into the forest.
But a very important point that I did forget to mention that when Christina was underneath all the building, I don't know why I'm just so happy that she when she was when she was underneath the building and Letty walked up to her because she was like, "What's happening? Like, why can't I feel this building on top of me?" And
like,
Letty go in
for the key.
for the look, and she like, "I took away all white people magic.
Like,
It's ours now."
And she just like, what?
Yeah.
But let me just start from the beginning when Ruby slept with Christina. Girl, Christina thought she had it all. She was like, finally, finally, she sleeps with me.
Like, okay, I could understand from her side, poor
Christina?
because like imagine like you don't have nobody left, and then at that point she did just open up to her and be like, if I do this, I won't have any family left. And even though she was like a heartless whore, like I don't think that I don't think that she like just doesn't have any feelings. So I kind of like
I think
that,
she has.
you know?
I'm gonna say she has 20% of feelings.
Yeah, but when she said it looked like it hurt. Like I'm gonna be the only person here. I'm not gonna have. That makes me think. Why would you want to be immortal?
Yeah, because
You know,
like my whole
die.
thing is like if you actually have feelings and if you actually gave a damn about anybody else, you wouldn't want to become immortal. You wouldn't want to kill anybody else. So what was the whole point of doing this if you're going to be alone? Because you're going to be immortal. Ruby's not going to live forever.
Yeah.
You know? So,
and there's no way for her to because you can only use
that's my
blood.
thing. That's why I think that she didn't really care about Ruby, because if you really care about Ruby, you would want to figure out how to make her become immortal with you.
But there's no way.
Yeah,
because the only blood
she
could use is
willing
Atticus.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like once you drain Atticus' blood, that was for you.
And that's pretty much it. So then it's like,
but
then it's like, why still go through it then if you're not gonna be immortal and you know you're gonna be alone?
Yeah, I think it's stupid.
You know, so her whole thing was fucking stupid, and I was laughing at her. I was like, "You thought you got it, bitch!" Like, and you did it, and I felt so bad for Ruby. Like, she really tried to come through for her sister. She really tried. And I was like, fuck. And she was like, "It's your fault. She's in a coma, bitch. You put her in a coma. What the fuck you mean? Like, it's her fucking fault."
How the hell did she? I guess just because she knows so much, like she probably just assumed, like, yeah, if you trying to get this, then yeah, that makes sense. You trying to give it to them.
Like you would actually sleep with me, like that's suspicious. So that bitch is fucking crazy, man.
I kind of like I like their relationship, but I like them. Like,
what you mean?
Like just how Ruby's just like hard ass, like. Cause she is bad.
Yeah.
She a badass bitch. You know?
She really is. Hell
but
yeah,
you know, like at the same time, it's like Ruby, she a badass bitch too. So it's like two badass bitches together. I kind of like that. But I just didn't like Christina. Like,
no,
you know?
if it wasn't her personality and her whole demeanor and her whole thing trying to kill Atticus, then I'll be okay with it.
Right.
But this bitch was fucking crazy and was trying to just use everybody. So I was like, no, fuck her, shit.
Yeah.
The fuck you mean?
So she got what whatever she deserved at the end, and D gave it to her.
I know.
And I loved it.
I forgot to mention this, but it's so cute. So you remember how Atticus and the whole gang was going to a lady's house, and you see like the black people moving in, and they were waving at them. Oh, like that's so cute because you see more black people moving into a lady's neighborhood because they feel safer to do it now because they feel like, oh, lady was brave enough to move into an all-white neighborhood, and then with all of these assholes, I can do it too.
And not only that,
really cool.
Yeah, but it was like awesome because not only that, but she made it a safe haven for black people to go to. So black people started getting used to go into that neighborhood, and it was like, I'm about to move.
Yeah, right. I was like, oh, that's so really cute, man. But I was kind of sad that Atticus had died, but I understood the reason. I mean, maybe he's technically not really dead, but like I understood the reason why he had to sacrifice himself and everything. So I was like, damn, that's fucking crazy though.
I just feel like they got the book of names, anything is possible.
That's true, but I don't know what's gonna happen next season though, but I feel like Dee's about to be on some Terminator shit, and I'm looking forward to it.
I wonder how people gonna react to her arm.
I know, I don't think she gonna give a fuck.
No, I know she doesn't
I
care.
love it. Like,
but I mean, like, how people
girl, white people gonna be mad as fuck.
No, but it's just nobody has that. That's the first ever
like
robotic.
That technology wasn't invented.
So that's what I'm saying. I wonder like how is she gonna act? Are they gonna have to put something over it?
I don't know. Maybe she's gonna have to keep it covered, which sucks. It's like, why do you have to cover it? But she's probably gonna have to.
Well, because it's not invented.
No.
And it's gonna be like, where'd you get that from?
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like, yeah. I mean,
she's
she gonna have
cool
it.
shit though. I can't wait. Please make another season.
You know what was crazy? I was reading like some of like people's theories and stuff, and somebody had said that the robotic arm that gave the book to Atticus was actually D. And I think they actually now.
What'd you say?
Remember when he said that he jumped through the portal?
Yeah.
And then it was a lady with a robotic arm gave him the book.
The lady in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because
she had a robotic arm.
Oh, that's what it was saying in the book.
No. That's what he said when he was talking to his dad. He said a lady in the hood with a robotic arm shoved the.
I didn't even pay attention to that part because I'm thinking it's like the older version of Lady, but that's fucking dope if it's D too.
I have a theory. Okay, so. I don't know. I want to go so many places right now because I'm just so excited. But I guess I'll talk about this. So I feel like Atticus is going to come back because he came back in time more than once and different points. And I feel like when the season comes back or eventually they're going to all be older and they're going to need him for something. Yeah. So that's why they kind of went back in time and changed the events of what's going to happen. Because I think maybe in another dimension, Christina actually did get what she wanted.
That's true.
And
so it's an alternate version
stuff.
of Atticus.
Yeah. So it messed up stuff. So then maybe people in the future went back and saved Atticus in a way.
Oh, that'd be fun crazy. So my theory is like, you know how there's an order or a cult, that's what I'm gonna call them. I think they're gonna have to deal with them because I think the cult is bigger than what the show made it seem. Oh, yeah, I think it's gonna be like crazy powerful people that's gonna be popping up trying to ruin shit and everything. There's gonna be another main villain, so I'm excited to see about that.
Titus probably not dead because they didn't really kill him.
Too, yeah.
I mean, he probably went to hell where he came from. Yeah. But I mean, like, maybe chopped a piece of his boob off.
But I think he probably went back to hell. I think so.
But he's here for good. Unless somebody get that book and unbind it again.
That's fucking crazy, but nobody else can unbind it except for Atticus. Or maybe D, because D and Atticus are really... No, because D doesn't have Titus's blood. Only Atticus. So that won't work. But it's only Atticus that can unbind it.
You don't have blood? She should have his blood.
No, not D doesn't have Atticus's ancestors' blood.
But why?
Wait, no, because George.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she should have it. It's just maybe not as potent because he's a man. I don't know if that's like the whole thing that's going on.
I'm not sure, but I know for sure Lady's baby is gonna have Titus's blood for sure. Yeah,
it's crazy. Okay, one more thing, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. So I was thinking, don't laugh, but the creature that came and saved D, I think that's George.
You think that's George?
I don't have no reason.
I just thought it was just like a personalized creature.
Okay.
The Atticus, but I was wondering how it popped up though.
And why was it protecting her? It don't even.
Well, remember in the flashback, Atticus showed D his creature and was like, "Here, go touch it, so I can have your scent." Did you see that flashback?
Oh, I probably wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, because there was a whole flashback where Atticus was like, "Come here, D," and then he showed her his creature, and she touched it so that the creature can have her scent.
Okay, I'm gonna go off the wall. So I don't think. You remember you said you don't think George is dead?
Yeah.
I don't think George is dead either. I think he's just a ghost or something because
He could be.
Because remember when they was at the party or whatever, and they was in the basement or attic or whatever, but they was playing with the Ouija board. And who the hell was that ghost then?
What ghost?
I remember when she was playing and they was all doing it. Yeah, and then he was like, "Who is this?" And it spelled out George.
Oh, maybe. But I feel like it was like a ghost that was faking to be George or some type of demon or some shit that was pretending to be.
I don't know. Normally, like in other movies, I'll be like, "Well, it's not a movie," but you know, I'll be like, "Who the hell are you talking to?"
Yeah, this ain't it.
Right, but like, right. No, this
But-
time I think that was actually George.
Oh, so you think he might be trapped in like a parallel universe? That maybe,
Might be the
maybe he's
creature.
trapped.
I'm gonna say he the creature. Make me feel better because I miss him.
But that's fucked up. Why he the creature?
I just want him to come back in the show. I guess that's for my own, like,
Your own.
yeah, full circle. Ended how it's supposed to.
I mean, I feel like anything could happen, especially with the book of names that they have. But I don't think they're gonna want to use it a lot, But it's like, what we gonna watch now, y'all? So please suggest us some new shows, cause like you can be bored.
I feel like we're probably gonna do like gaming because we also do gaming.
Yeah.
So we'll probably do some of that.
Pretty soon we're gonna be talking about anime, Let us know what shows that you guys want us to talk about.
Right, so we can discuss those too. And we can all get through this together because we be confused genuinely.
I know.
Especially with this show. I never felt so stupid.
I know, but I was also intrigued. It's crazy, but like this to me was like the most perfect show. Please give this show all the awards because it really deserves it. The costumes, the graphics, the acting
actors,
was everything.
Now.
Please, because that was
now.
fucking crazy, man.
Right. So, you guys, that's it.
Thank y'all for watching the season finale recap, y'all. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please let us know any suggestions that you guys have for any new shows.
Right. Let's have a discussion about it. Let us know if you want us to have like an open discussion. We could talk about crazy theories. Well, maybe we can do that. Like bring up crazy theories that people have.
Yeah, let us know if you guys want to do a live because we can definitely talk about that. Yeah, because we have a lot of crazy ass theories that don't make sense, but make sense to me.
Right, like George being a creature.
So I still don't know about that.
Not that far off. All right, y'all. Well, thank you for kicking it with us again. We'll see y'all next time. Peace out.